Hello, and welcome to my channel. I am making toothpaste today. It is super good stuff. I know it's mom approved because this recipe is actually from my neighbor across, at my mom and dad's house across the street, and she uses it for her whole family and her kids. I think when she started doing it, the kids were like one and a half. So you'll need xylitol, and may reduce the risk of tooth decay. Good stuff. Benonite clay, coconut oil, trace mineral, baking soda, and then essential oils. So these are the Young Living line, orange and peppermint. I know for a fact you can ingest Young Living just because I've done research on it. So if you're getting oils just like up off the store shelf, I would do a lot more research on it because I don't know exactly. I don't think you can ingest those, so I would just do some research. And then I'm only missing the diatomaceous clay, which I'm going to pick up from the store today. And I'll just need a half a tablespoon of that. So I'm not too worried about it at the moment. So then other than that, I just have my spork. And I have my tablespoon and all that good stuff. Okay, so first things first, 4 tablespoons of the coconut oil. And this stuff is actually I'm going to end up using the rest of that because I have a lot of this coconut oil, probably exactly 4 tablespoons. So 2 tablespoons of the benonite clay. And then 1 tablespoon of baking soda. So this recipe, just because the baking soda, it does have like a little bit, makes me think of like a salty taste. So I think that's where the xylitol and the essential oils come in. Just to help give it a little bit of a different flavor. And then you would do the diatomaceous clay. So then that was the half a tablespoon, and I'll pick that up today. And then 1 tablespoon of the xylitol. So a little bit of sweetener. And then 10 drops of trace mineral. Come on. 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay. So 10 drops of that. And then you can do about 15 drops between the peppermint and the orange. And I actually do not have clove. And like you can put 5 drops of clove in here as well. And then I'm just gonna do, I'm gonna do 2 drops, 3, 4. Okay, I haven't really counted, but I think 2 more drops of peppermint. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, so I got those 2, and then last would be the coconut oil. So I'm gonna mix this up first. So here's what it's looking like right now. And then I'm going to keep it in this container due to the fact that with the essential oils, you need keeping them in a glass container is going to be best. And then I will put a cover on this out of the light, and you can refrigerate it. But as long as it's in a sealed container, it should be okay for you to just leave it in your drawer in your bathroom. I'm going to end up using the rest of this for about 4 tablespoons. And if I need to get more, I can. I'm not actually so good at measuring, but I like to, my bad. I like to feel the way that my toothpaste is. and that's how I know what to add. So you can always add more, you can't take it out. Darn, I spilled a lot. So it's getting like that chunky kind of smooth texture, like that clay texture from the benonite clay. And so you can get the xylitol, the trace minerals, and the benonite clay you can get at anything like a Sprouts or a Whole Foods store. I'm sure Whole Foods would have it. I went to Sprouts, so they didn't have the Diatomaceous Earth, so that's why I can go to Whole Foods tonight. I am 99.9% positive that that's where they sell it at. And then this will actually last a long time. You only have to put a little bit on your toothbrush, so you don't need like chunks and chunks of it. Oh yeah, it's looking pretty good. You see that? And this is a really good idea, which I have never done before, but I have activated charcoal, and I think I might put a little bit of that in here. That's supposed to be really good for whitening your teeth too. Okay. So basically, once all of the coconut oil is mixed in, looks like it is, it'll be good to go. And I'm just gonna do a tiny bit of activated charcoal. So this is the kind that I have for the activated charcoal. I will maybe do like, hardly anything. I have brushed my teeth a few times with this, and I'd say my teeth are pretty white. But I'm not doing it consistently, so that may make a difference. That all mixed in. I feel like if you don't have the diatomaceous clay, or diatomaceous earth, it's going to be all right. It won't be a big deal. If you don't have the charcoal, it's not going to be a big deal. If you don't have either orange or the peppermint, then just do 15 drops of this single. So just kind of make your toothpaste what you want it. If you want a different flavor in your toothpaste, you can see whatever you like. So you don't necessarily have to do exactly this recipe. So good. Okay, and that's my toothpaste. It looks super messy right now, so I will probably clean it up to make it look really nice and beautiful, but that is my toothpaste. Yeah, and that's like the kind of texture you want it to be, like a little bit moist. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So good. And I would say that's maybe like 3/4 of a cup that you get out of it. So you can always double the recipe or, triple it depending if it's for your entire family. I think this is probably going to be just for me alone, so I don't need that much, and I can make another batch whenever it runs out. Thank you for watching. If you have questions, you can email me at maddie.doort@gmail.com. And then if you're interested in the Young Living essential oils, just let me know, or find someone who you know sells them so that you can get these little guys. These two brands aren't expensive. I think the orange was like $15 maybe, and that is really good because you don't use a lot when you do use it. And you can also use it in your laundry detergent and to freshen your home. Thank you. Bye.